Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is a special edition of Wild Card Weekend on EA Sports. We are moments away from what should be an excellent matchup.
Coach, it is something not seen all that often in these parts. Playoff football in North Carolina. We've got it at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Today we continue on at Wild Card Weekend with a great NFC matchup between the Minnesota Vikings and the Carolina Panthers. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here's the Viking offense making their way out.
No.
Forget the measurables. His temperament, which is so even-keeled, often masks a burning desire to win and perform. This guy takes it seriously when he lines up to play, and usually he puts on a nice performance.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Well, let's take a look here at the offense for Minnesota.
And what a tough environment to roll into. On the road, playing one of the better teams in the league, obviously, because this is the playoffs. So what do teams talk about? Bringing their own momentum, bringing their own energy on the road, because you know you won't get any from the home crowd.
A throw over the middle taken in, and he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Cousins now to throw on first down. Josh Jackson's got it complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A gain of 6 there on first.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completion.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Trey Boston shot through on the safety blitz for the sack. Oh, free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble, because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
He's going to field this at the 4. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. So here now are the Panthers for their first drive of the game. They're led out by their big-bodied electric quarterback, Cam Newton.
Cam has all the skills that you're looking for. The arm that can do everything, the ability to run, hard to bring down because of his size. But the joy that he plays the game, I think that's his stock in trade. That's his calling card. That's what sets him apart from other players.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Here we go. Right to the 3. Great. Mike 4.
Newton on 3rd down. And that's knocked away and incomplete. Coverage there by the safety, Harrison Smith. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Taken in at the 22. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. One semi-factor, if you want to call it that was brought up in the papers this morning here, Charles. You got a dome team on the road in a cold weather environment, first round of the playoffs in January. Do you think that's a big deal?
Ordinarily, I say no. But in this situation, because you're used to that perfectly controlled environment, some coaches will want their teams exposed to it. If you're coming from a warm weather place and, even getting outside of your dome doesn't really help you, a lot of times they'll go on the road a little bit earlier. Go to a cold weather place. Go to a place where there's a little bit of weather and practice there that week before the game to try and simulate the conditions they expect come game day.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Running the jet sweep. This is Thielen with it. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves them with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Play fake. Cousins.
Oh, hell yeah.
And Owen coughed it up, and it's picked up by the Panthers.
Motherfucking Luke, motherfucking Pete.
At the 37-yard line.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. He's got
no.
Midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 14 yards, good for a Panther 1st down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
On 1st down, it's Newton. Trying to fit it in the ball, but it's intercepted. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Following the interception, Cousins. It's caught. Smith. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
He'll get 15 and a Vikings 1st down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
That one goes for 24 yards.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Running the jet sweep. This is Thielen with it. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
On 2nd down, it's Cook, and he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this 1st quarter of play. We're scoreless after 1. On third down, Cousins. He rifles one that's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And the return will stop him well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
A first down run, not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Block is that?
Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. Good move at the 30. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16.
But he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Anthony Barr comes rumbling in for the sack.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by him and setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to
it. Got his man complete. An excellent gain, 35 yards. Not really any offense for them to speak of here in this first half. Maybe that's what they needed, that big play.
Yeah, it seems that maybe everything changes right there. They've been a little slow out of the gate. We've seen that. But that one big play, that could spark a big burst right here.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Daniil Hunter able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up and try to keep that momentum going. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
3rd and long, it's Newton.
What?
And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And the Vikings now heading onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, and what a terrific play.
Hell yeah.
No gain.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Here's Britton Colquitt now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This will be fielded at the 17. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And out will come the offense as they take over. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Ready? You can set, ready? 54. Man, I got ready.
From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. Almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Newton takes it himself. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Let's go. 20. Crouch. I get it.
After the run, Newton going to throw.
No.
Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Everson Griffin, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Another try after the first down sack. Newton. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore. And it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. A final shot before the break. Newton.
He's too fast.
He goes down. So we come upon halftime. And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the 2nd half. One of these 2 teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Him a lot, hasn't it?
And they've got to figure out how to tamp down that pressure. How do they
Man, what do you mean doesn't talk to the viewers?
Football quicker, you know, shorter drops. Maybe they do something different with their pass blocking and their protection.
You're the one that don't talk to his viewers. I care for my viewers. I just subscribed and I'm about to unsub. Damn. ¿Por qué?
I know they'd like to erase that video and those 4 sacks that they've seen so far.
Don't need to do all that, man.
The tackle.
Not
Last
right.
run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Newton. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. A gain of 4 on the play, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position Actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Didn't get the big yardage there. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
This is taken at the 23. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
From the 44, Cousins. He's got Smith here. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 31-yard line.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Cousins gives way to Cook. Michael Kendricks, the linebacker, there to get him down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go deep, tighten up. Let's go deep, tighten up.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Well, some good news, partner. We will not have a scoreless tie as we finally get our first points of the contest here in quarter 3.
Yeah, just a field goal, but with the way those defenses ruled in the first half, that could be a big 3-point play right there, couldn't it?
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
They're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. They've kept him in check until that run. That's the first time he's really gotten loose in this game.
And they have to keep that in mind. Don't dwell on the fact that he finally had a big run. You kind of were counting on that as the game went on. Get back to what you were doing before. Start limiting him again.
Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Panther first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Newton to throw. He's going to look deep for more.
What?
Popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris.
Man, he won't believe those fuck nigga piece of shit Saints
get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip.
What?
And good concentration by him to react to it.
What'd you put as your goal?
Fucking 8 wins.
And you got your 8 wins, right?
Exactly. And I got fired.
And this defense now
we're fucking 95, 96, and I am fucking fired.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but
damn, that's some shit.
They still have the lead.
I hope I get picked up by fucking
Buccaneers
or Buccaneers. I don't give a fuck. I want to fucking face the fucking Saints now.
I can't do shit.
When you call a wide
How bad are you? Are you losing bad or what?
Down 3 points. It's 3-0 in the third quarter.
Catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
It's just been stupid turnovers, man. Their fucking defensive line keeps getting through like nothing.
It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter.
They were number 1 in the NFC, weren't they?
They go play action. Cousins. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
To be honest.
Like the footwork back there, and I thought you did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, it winds up getting buried for the loss. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's third down. To the high. 59. Check.
From the gun, here's Cousins. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up fourth down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
He'll return it from the 6. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And what a pressure spot for both sides, really. But they're at home now. They have the football here in the playoffs, sort of controlling their own destiny.
It's a spot they've all dreamed of. This is where you want to be. Home, have the ball, a chance to win the game.
Man, takeaways, they were ranked 5.
But here's the thing. Don't let the crowd get too involved.
And takeaways, they were ranked 5.
You've got to make sure you let them carry you, but not cause you to do things out of what you're supposed to do, right? Take you away from focusing and concentrating on the game.
I don't know.
Sometimes you get so amped from the crowd that can carry you into spots you don't want to be. Is that what you're saying?
From experience, sometimes that crowd gets so involved in it and you get involved with them that you end up making plays or trying to do things that maybe you shouldn't have done.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The Panthers going for it on fourth. Newton. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. Fourth down conversion plays. You usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Newton. Buying time to his left. Now he'll pull it down, and he slides to avoid the hit. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
Oh,
Meanwhile, the run on first down really backfires as he's going to be brought down well behind the line of scrimmage. It's a 6-yard loss on the play, and it'll be a 2nd and long. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a first down in field goal range already. They'll try to run with McCaffrey.
Oh, my God, baby. Up time.
Carolina. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Panthers have taken the lead.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Yeah, I wonder how that signing stuff goes.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So Cousins and the Vikings down 7-3, just under 2 minutes to go. It's got to be a touchdown here, and that won't be easy. On the road, in the playoffs, as they've got it with a first down. Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11. They'll look to throw. And this is Cook with a grab.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. Back to throw.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Oh.
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one
Gonna
right
pick
here.
that off, homie.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Cousins to throw. That'll be complete to Cook. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Shit.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 38-yard line. He's back to throw.
Pardon, you got to like what they're doing right there.
And he can't throw away. He's taken down. K-1 short. In there to drop him as that clock continues to run. The Vikings get a signal for the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. He'll look to throw.
Pick that off.
Oh, crusher there as it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler LuCkYnights that picks it.
Hey, that was nice.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill, trying to get your guys down the field.
I needed that.
Looking like they're
I needed that, Marco.
just short.
Needed it.
This is definitely not his best throw.
You win for the South, I swear to God,
being
you
intercepted.
Right.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again.
First down.
He'll go down.
Come on, man. Where's the face
25
mask?
at the 24-yard line. The Vikings going to use their 3rd
Yeah,
and
that was a
final
fucking
timeout
defensive game.
as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
Yeah, I just got a needable.
What was the final score?
7-3.
Damn.
Face someone?
No, let's play off against computer.
They go down to a knee, and that will do it. They are moving on here in the playoffs.
Brings up second and 11 at the 23-yard line.
One man down, still 3 to go to get to the most hallowed ground in sports, but a good start.
A terrific
Oh shit, Kills
start
is
because they
in our conference,
on.
right?
Unfortunately for the team that lost,
Who, Kills?
it's a long
Yeah.
offseason ahead for them
Is it?
now.
He's Cleveland.
Oh, so you didn't make playoffs, Jimmy?
No.
Oh, so I beat you for it.
Honestly,
Nah.
I think it would have went to me and
This has been
to
a
me and Jose if we
presentation of the
faced.
NFL on EA Sports.
Because you won your game, right, Jose?
At EASports.com.
No, it tied.
The Panthers are winners.
No, I mean,
here
against the
as we
Colts, I
say
lost.
so long from
We ended up
Charlotte.
with the same record at the end.
Oh no, then yeah, you just won.
With
by
the
because
division
of
wins.
games.
Division win.
Yeah.
I think I
What
lost.
was y'all's record?
We're both
I was like,
9-7, right?
I thought I was 96.
Or 9-6? No, 9-7,
Are you?
right? Because 9-7 is 16 games.
Yeah.
Well, no, because we got a tie, so it's -6, isn't it?
No, 9-7.
But we got a tie. It's 9-6-1.
No, I didn't tie. Oh, we did?
You said, motherfucker.
No, I was talking about our record. Don't yell at me.
Oh, I was talking about our game.
Oh.
No, I don't know. No, I was talking about the game, like our week, like fucking the last week we were supposed to play.
Oh yeah, I didn't know. I didn't even look at it. I just got
That's
on
why
and
I'm
saw.
saying like because it was gonna be between me and you, and on the last game, if I won, I'm pretty sure I would have took your playoff spot.
Yeah.
I need Ravens defense to go the fuck off, bro. To beat Kazu. So I could
Fucking cock!
secure a win.